than their real shape. I said, where are they from? He said, I don't know, but they might be inhabiting some regions. We call them under red sound, or what is the red rays or violet rays, ultraviolet, under, تحت, not over, over the clouds, or they might be inhabiting the depths of the oceans from the inhabitants of those. He said, now I'll show you the picture of what a lady called Axia, sent by a lady called Axia, and it's got some special stamps which are weird and strange. That's 87. Let's take a move here.
You're gonna need to write down where you stop at and where you stop.
La, la, we said that we'll pick up from different parts. Yes, al-haml wal-wilada, pregnancy and delivery for the jinn. He said the life of the jinn is close to our life of human. There is love, hatred, agreement, disagreement, and so on. But their weddings are different. Then they can come back, خلاص. Their weddings are different. Even in how much they cost. Between a class and a class, a different class. Family to another family. City to a city, a country to a country. You came with their wedding here. And even their meeting or sleeping together is like us. But what fits their tiny sizes. And even he practices that thing a man practices, a male practices, when he's provoked or moved. And he's got sperm, lust, deep love, feelings. I'm telling you, we Jinni are very close to you in all these. Salam alaikum. The wedding night with the Jinnis are like that for the Insi. They are alone by themselves, husband and wife. And she's not virgin anymore that night because she was virgin before. And that honor in our society as Jinnis is as great, if not more, as it is considered in you, human beings. How old are usually the Jinnis when they get married? He's a journalist. He knows what to ask. He said immediately after, reaching the age of puberty. But most of the Jinn do marry at the age of 170 or 180. He himself is 180. He's an adolescent. Until the age of 200, up to 150. This is the normal range of their marriage. Whoever is more than that, like 300, is like a guy amongst you who is in his 40s, early 40s. And he's intending to marry. Isn't that something not familiar in your societies? Especially the Muslim ones, someone who has reached 40 and is not married yet. I said, as for pregnancy and delivery, does it have any pain with your females? I would not say I will stop here. No, I know. He said yes. Because it's creation coming out from the womb of another creation. A son from a mother. Actually, the suffering of a female Jinni is more than the suffering of a female human. I said, why? He said, because the time of pregnancy is not 6 to 9 months as you have, it's 15 months. And then after that, that process of pain for delivery starts, which is sometimes extreme. You have to know that In one pregnancy, the kids are from 7 to 9, not one. And sometimes an exception happens and she is pregnant in 12, a mixture of males and females. I said, and does she nurse her kids? Give them a baby Jinni would take the age of a life of one of you. How old a human being lives normally.
You're talking about the number of
Yeah, the years he's taken milk. He said the baby Jinni stays without moving much or talking much for a very long time, and most of the time, 90% of the time, he's asleep. I said, and after that, he said, normal, he grows up, learns, he gets to schools, universities, exactly like yours. But we are high tech, and our knowledge is fitting our life. Some of us learn medicine, others learn architecture, others learn journalism and arts. Exactly like you, but whatever fits our own life. I said, marriage between human and jinn. Is that possible? And those who narrated stories about that, he said, it's impossible. You are a creation and we are a different creation. You have your own nature and we have our own. Why has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran then? And the jinn is giving him ayat of Quran. And one of his signs is that he has created for you azwaj min anfusikum, from your own gender, human. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, that you would relate to them and get the tranquility and the love. This ayah applies to the jinnis as well. He is created from our own gender, jinniyas, for marriage. People like to be with each other, and the jinn like to be with each other. I said, but there are many events that ensure that this type of marriage sometimes takes place. It has been said that Balqis of Yemen, one of her parents was a jinni, the mother. He said, listen to me, this marriage is not real, except in one case. If that jinni comes in the shape of a human being, or if the female jinni comes in the shape of a lady. And this is extremely, extremely rare or almost impossible. And you know, you have a rule in Islam that exception has got no rule. He's a faqih. And to ensure this to you, I would tell you that even if such things take place, it's extremely what? Odd and rare. And if it happens, surely no pregnancy takes place. No matter if the husband is a jinni or the wife is the jinniya. I said, can you clarify more? He said, the human sperm is different from the jinni sperm. And the womb of a jinniya is totally different from a womb of a human. I said, so saying that the mother of Balqis was a jinniya is false and it has no truth. He said, I don't doubt that. Because the sperm, the human sperm in the womb of a jinniya would totally change and be destroyed if it happens. And the same thing of the sperm of a jinni male into the female. How come a jinni would give birth to another jinni which is not seen, and a human would give birth to a human which is seen? Each one of us and you has got his own nature, please. This is the creation of Allah, and this is another creation. Can adultery take place between shayateen and ins and human? And I mentioned to him the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. If a husband sleeps with his wife and he doesn't mention the name of Allah, a jinn will cling on his organ and he would do the action with him. He said this is true. But it's a warning, prophetic warning to every Muslim that he has got to cover himself from the jinnis and the shayateen with the name of Allah. You have to say Bismillah. And he mentioned the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, Allahumma jannibna shaitan wa jannib shaitana marzaqtana. Because any shaitan or corrupt jinn attending that, the name of Allah would make a veil between him and the two. If not, he will participate with the human male and he will EJACULATE with him. But this will destroy the sperm of the human being if it mixes with the sperm of shaitan. And this is one of the main reasons for abortion in you, human. And this confirms what I told you, that it can never be created into a creature in the womb of a human. Huh? In 2 weeks and then miscarriage. طيب. He said, last week I have dismissed a jinni who caused the miscarriage of a woman 4 times. And my friend mentioned the name of that woman and where she is from, and I knew that woman and I knew the case, but I never knew that it was because of jinni, and I keep that a secret for covering on that family. Then he continued, and this is a dalil, an evidence for what I'm saying to you, that marriage or sleeping between a jinni and a insi is not possible. And if it might happen, it would be extremely rare. And remember, we're talking about stealing an honor or adultery, fornication here. No matter how you call it, it's still a big crime. A mixed gender, is he shaitan, the son of shaitan, or jinni? We'll continue next time, inshallah. The one like a she-male, you might say. Huh? Or he what? He female? He she? MashaAllah, you guys have got rich language here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك استغفر الله سبحانه وتعالى استغفر.
But it's like, for example,
Pass me
if
that.
they have
That plate. Go ahead.
if they have, like, for example, castles,
The huge one, the big one.
and houses and so on
Naam.
on the surface of the sea
Mm.
or other areas,
Naam.
and we have like planes flying through it and ships, and you have hurricanes,
Naam.
like, with mass, like, for example, I can't penetrate this. So if they have buildings and so on, and a ship sails through, you see what I'm saying?
It's intermingling.